Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I pray that everyone has plentiful access to Christ's grace today. In June 1981, Ivan Dragicevic, one of the most famous Medjugorje visionaries, experienced a life-changing event. This transformation started with his first encounter with the Virgin Mary in the Bosnian village of Medjugorje. When Ivan began to receive 10 profound mysteries and several apparitions from the Heavenly Mother, his life was profoundly changed. These secrets, particularly the 10th, are believed to contain hints about significant advancements that humanity may face in the future. The first apparition of the Virgin Mary transformed Ivan's life. He saw the Virgin Mary as a serene yet brilliant presence who spoke to him in words of knowledge and faith. This event marked the beginning of a series of apparitions that would ultimately establish Ivan's mission and spiritual path. Over the years, he received several messages emphasizing the value of prayer, faith, and spiritual pursuits. Ivan experienced a particularly potent apparition one October night, where the Virgin Mary appeared to him and delivered a message that left him speechless. In a voice full of divine clarity, she enumerated certain spiritual activities that are essential for transformation and peace, stressing the need of having a strong faith. They included fasting, prayer, confession, scripture study, and sincere prayer. Though Ivan had several life-altering events, one in particular stood out. He visited his deceased mother in heaven. This apparition gave him a great deal of comfort and bolstered his belief in the Virgin Mary's everlasting presence and vitality. He saw his mother glowing with contentment, encircled by angels and submerged in a beautiful radiance. After this interaction, Ivan was even more motivated to share the faith and optimism he had found. Ivan, overcome with emotion, exclaimed, "Mom." "Yes, Ivan, my son," his mother answered reassuringly and affectionately. "Don't be scared. There is endless life. The person who never leaves your side is the Virgin Mary. Continue your wonderful effort and spread her message of peace and love." This vision bolstered Ivan's faith and enhanced his determination to spread the teachings of the Virgin Mary. Understanding the importance of these lessons, he returned to the work with renewed zest. Eventually, the Virgin Mary sent Ivan specific prayer instructions that were centered on marriage, chastity, and families in particular. She made it very evident that evil forces were targeting families with the goal of destroying them. In one of her apparitions, she stressed the importance of family prayer as a safeguard against evil. "Ivan," she said, "families should pray together. In the family, prayer guards against evil. In order to find peace and strength, families should be encouraged to pray together." Ivan thought a lot about this task. He organized several retreats, seminars, and prayer meetings to promote stronger family bonds via prayer. His main goal was to ensure that families could withstand hardship and attacks from malevolent entities. Despite the lack of media coverage, Ivan's unwavering faith and resolve became a beacon of hope and guidance for many. One of the most significant messages Ivan received was a sense that something extraordinary was going to occur. Ivan was informed by the Virgin Mary that humanity would suffer much and that he needed to spread the word as soon as possible. She emphasized the need of prayer, confession, the Eucharist, and putting her teachings into practice in daily life, while reassuring him that the faithful would still sense her presence at this difficult time. Ivan had a strong sense of responsibility. He knew that he and others had to prepare for what was coming. Without delay, Jesus began to distribute the final message from the Virgin Mary. He made himself available to as many people as he could, spoke with church officials, and planned more prayer meetings. His sincerity touched a lot of people, and the area saw a rise in devotion and prayer. The day eventually came, but it was accompanied by a devastating earthquake and a series of natural disasters that affected the entire planet. Fear spread like wildfire. Cities collapsed and communities were decimated. Despite the pandemonium, even and the pious clung to their faith, finding solace in the Virgin Mary's promise of her unwavering presence. Ivan was praying when the earthquake struck. The earth shook beneath him, but he clung to his faith like a rock. He continued to pray, asking Mary to protect her people. He felt a warm, comforting presence beside him, which led him to think that the Virgin was keeping watch over them and helping them to make their way through the confusion. After the catastrophe, the world was a terrible and gloomy place. Those who had embraced the word of the Virgin Mary, however, found solace and bravery in their faith. Communities banded together to share resources and support one another. Ivan never stopped motivating his supporters or gave up on his mission. Every day was an opportunity to demonstrate the power of faith and community. "Do not fear, my presence will always be with you," the Virgin Mary said, echoing in his ears. They offered Ivan and his followers the confidence to face the challenges that awaited them. With time, the soil began to mend itself. The devastated villages started to rebuild with new determination and optimism. The true advantages of prayer, religion, and community were finally recognized by the public. They had witnessed both the most exquisite display of divine providence and the worst of human suffering. The ancient Ivan believed that every act of prayer and faith resulted in a tranquil and optimistic future. Therefore, he never deviated from his goal. The manner of life in Medjugorje gradually returned to normal after a few years. Despite the challenges, the community remained together and dedicated to the teachings of the Virgin Mary. Everyone had optimism in their hearts, churches were packed with committed members, and families were praying together. Already elderly, Ivan was now a living testament of faith and tenacity. Even if apparitions were less common now, Ivan's devotion to Mary remained unwavering. Every day he found strength in prayer and the supportive individuals in his life. His unwavering faith and dedication have never stopped inspiring people. Ivan was praying by himself in his chamber when he saw the Virgin Mary again. At the same moment, Ivan felt a deep sense of serenity as the light grew warm and ubiquitous. The courteous response from Mary was, "Ivan, you still have work to do. Much work remains to be done. You must continue to guide my people and spread the good news of love and peace." Ivan nodded with a heart full of resolve, adding with respect, "Mom, I promise to do everything within my power." Ivan's life is a compelling example of a deep religious conviction, unwavering devotion, and an uncompromising dedication to spreading Mary's teachings. His journey from a little Bosnian town to a haven of hope and faith for innumerable others is evidence of people's resilience and spiritual guidance. Ivan never wavered in his commitment to his objective, constantly drawing strength from his faith and the people around him. His message is clear: living in accordance with the teachings of the Virgin Mary, which include embracing love, sacrifice, and prayer, is the path to true peace and salvation. A powerful reminder of the importance of religion and the ongoing presence of heavenly guidance in our lives is provided by Ivan's journey. As he accomplishes his goal, Ivan remains a source of perseverance and hope, inspiring others to embrace prayer and faith in their own lives. His story is an ode to the human spirit's tenacity and the transformative potential of cosmic communications. Even in the face of severe adversity, Ivan shows how faith and community can guide us toward a brighter, more hopeful future. Thank you for watching the entire movie and for your patience. How do you feel about the topic of today? In order to receive notifications every time a new video is uploaded, please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.